Now, if you've worked in corporate America, you're probably familiar with the process of setting performance goals. So you create your goals for the year. Maybe you get a chance to set them. Maybe they're set for you, but your performance and sometimes your raise or promotions or bonuses are tied to you being able to fulfill these goals. And as I talk to people, I found out that even though some of us set goals for work, set goals for our businesses. There are a lot of us that don't set personal goals. And for 2025, I want to challenge you to change that if it's not a part of what you do already. If, if you have things that you desire that you want to see happen. So here's the thing, if you have a vision for your life, even if it's not even a vision, like you just, there's stuff you want life to be better, you want to be healthier, you want to have more savings, you want to build wealth, you want to travel more. Maybe you're getting close to retirement and you're thinking about what you want that second act career to be. Whatever it is, you want to have a better relationship with your partner, with your children. It's one thing to say it, it's one thing to want it, but where's the action going to come in? Because just wanting it is not a guarantee that we're going to get it. We have to be intentional. We have to work towards the things that we want. Yes, faith comes into play. We trust God for the things that we want and to give us the desires of our heart. But the word tells us that faith without works is dead. So if God is giving us the desires of our heart, we actually have to put in the works to get the things that he has placed in our hearts. And setting goals is an important part of that process when it comes to knowing what you actually need to work on. Because how often have you said, all right, I want to get healthier, and then you're trying to figure out, well, what do I need to do? Okay, well, I'm going to stop eating sugar, I'm going to start going to the gym more. But you don't really have a plan, you don't really have a strategy. You just kind of set some intentions. They used to call them resolutions, and those things kind of fall off because there's no plan there. When you have a plan there, you know exactly what you want to accomplish within a set period of time. You know, in corporate, we call them SMART goals. They're specific, measurable, attainable or actionable, relevant, and either time bound or trackable. So you know, did I get there or did I not? And then when you have the strategy behind accomplishing those goals, you know the things that you need to do to get there. So if it's a health goal, then you know, all right, I need to do cardio for 60 minutes a week. I need to stop eating after 7 o'clock. I'm going to give up pop. Whatever. So you have those very specific things, and you're able, as you go through the course of the year, or as I set my goals in 12-week increments, you know, am I moving closer to that goal? Because not only is the scale going to tell you, but you can say, am I doing those things that I said I was going to do? Am I exercising? Am I getting my cardio in? Have I stopped eating after 7 o'clock? You know, so you know those very specific things instead of just saying, I want to get healthier, hope it happens. Maybe this week I do this and next week I try something else, and just being haphazard. We got to be intentional about the things that we want if we really want them. And that works in every area of our lives. But when we have a strategy, you are guaranteed to be more successful than when you are flying by the seat of your pants hoping it works. Because even when stuff works out for you flying by the seat of your pants, can you replicate it? And I see this a lot. I see this a lot with people who have businesses. They do something, it works, and then when they try to do it again, it doesn't work because they don't know why it worked. And so they can't replicate their success. So we want to develop that strategy that is going to help you to have the life you want. Because it's not just about accomplishing the goal for the sake of accomplishing the goal. It's about having the life of our dreams, having what we desire. Because if the desires of our heart are in there, it's for us and it's possible for us. But we got to do the things and we got to know what we need to do it. And so if you don't know what you need to do it, I want to help you with that. And so this Saturday, We are hosting our quarterly personal strategy retreat. And this Saturday, we're going to spend 3 hours together live on Zoom. We're going to get a workbook and we are going to actually show you the techniques to develop your personal strategy. Number one, to get clear on the vision for your life. What is it that you actually want? Not just what do you think you should want or what does everybody else want for you, but actually figuring out what those things are that you want. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Develop that clear vision. And the second thing we're going to do is to show you how to set goals that you can achieve. One of the things that I have struggled with for years is that I set goals that just are not realistic. And this happens day to day. Like, I don't know, tell me if you run into this too. Like you have your to-do list for the day and you have like 10 things on your to-do list. And if you actually sat down and figured out how long it would take you to accomplish all those things on your to-do list for the day, it's like 43 hours worth of stuff. But you expect yourself to be able to do it in like 16 hours, 12 hours, 8 hours. Like, dude, you're setting yourself up for failure. So we want to focus on setting goals that you can achieve based on your current realities. We don't all have, people always say we all have the same 24 hours in a day. We all have 24 hours, but we don't all have the same 24 hours. Some people are single with no responsibilities, nobody that they have to think about or care for but themselves. Some people have very young children that require a lot of energy. Some people like me are caregivers and you have to spend time and energy devoted to, the needs of someone else. Some people have very demanding jobs, others don't. Some of us have health challenges perhaps, and you have to gauge your energy differently than maybe someone that doesn't have to deal with that. So we're going to set those goals based on your reality, not wishful thinking, but your reality. And then the third thing that we're going to do is then create that action plan. What are the specific things that you need to be doing, for the next 3 months, month to month, week to week, day to day? So when you wake up in the morning and your feet hit that pavement, you know what you need to do. And an important part of that too is being proactive in understanding what those challenges are that could keep you from realizing those goals and working through how to make sure those things don't keep you from getting what you want. And that's a lot to accomplish all by yourself. And so that is why we do these quarterly retreats so that we can give you a framework and a process to do it and actually coach you through the process. And so if that sounds like something that would benefit you when it comes to what you want, not just in 2025, but this is setting you up for your life because it is the things that you do today that are setting you up for the life that you desire. And so these 12 weeks that we're focusing on these goals are going to have a ripple effect that you will enjoy or potentially regret for years to come. So let's make sure that we're creating momentum here for 2025, particularly this first quarter of 2025, that you're going to be really excited about when it comes to looking back on the year. So, how can you join us? If you go to momentum2025.com, you can register for the personal strategy retreat. The investment is $49. It is a 3-hour session on Zoom. You'll have all the time and all the details there, but I encourage you to sign up to join us. Okay, what happens if you already have plans for Saturday? Register anyway. We will send you the course. We will set it up so that it is like going through an online course, and each section, each chunk of the plan that we work through, you'll be able to work through that on your own over the next 7 days, because it's important that you get this done fast. We don't want to be putting this thing off and you're rolling into March, oh, I still haven't set my goals for the year. And then you wonder why you get to December and you're like, I didn't accomplish anything. Well, because we got a plan, man. We got a plan. We got to have that strategy. And so I want to help you to get that strategy. So join us this Saturday, January 4th. Go to momentum2025.com, sign up for the personal strategy retreat, and I will see you there. If you have any questions, feel free to jump in my DMs or write them below wherever you are watching this, or respond to this message if you're getting it over email. And I hope to see you there because 2025, there's a lot going on in the world, but we have the ability to make positive changes wherever we show up. But that starts with us making positive changes in our own lives. If you want to change the world, you got to first change yourself. And let's start that change. Let's start that transformation this Saturday with the Personal Strategy Retreat. I hope to see you there.